A midnight sun scorching golden meadows where woolly mammoths graze like lazy cows, crystal spires humming with Earth's hidden heartbeat, and towering beings, 7 feet tall, glowing like bottled lightning, linking minds across continents, cheating death for a millennium, and schooling gods on the art of eternity. Now imagine it all flash frozen in a cosmic betrayal, entombed under ice thicker than your wildest regrets. But here's the gut punch. That wasn't some fever dream fable. It was our cradle, our blueprint for brilliance, and clues are cracking through the permafrost right now. What if the North Pole isn't a dead end, but the door to humanity's reboot? Strap in, anomaly hunters. We're diving deeper into secret origins, where myths meld into maps and ice-hide infernos. This expanded thaw? It's loaded with lost lore, science bombs, and what if wildfire? Let's shatter the freeze. What if that godforsaken Arctic, the frozen punchline of every polar expedition gone wrong, was once party central for proto-humans? A sprawling utopia where Boreas, the north wind snarling tyrant, got politely shown the door, leaving behind eternal springtime vibes, balmy 70-degree summers, rivers teeming with salmon fatter than your thumb, and forests so lush they whispered secrets to the stars. The ancient Greeks didn't spin Hyperborea as fairy tale fluff. Oh no! They mapped it like a VIP lounge beyond the north wind, smack north of Thrace, where Mediterranean dreamers hit an invisible force field of blizzards and sheer cliffs that flip compasses like bad karma. Poets like Pindar, he drooled over it. A radiant realm with the sun through nonstop raves, no night to crash the party, just endless feasts under a sky that high-fived the divine. Herodotus, the OG fact-checker, pinned it as a real-deal race living in sun-soaked bliss, untouched by the grind. Fantasy? Please. Science just dropped the mic cue the Holocene climatic optimum, that sultry sweet spot from about 9,500 to 5,500 years ago, when Earth's thermostat cranked up, turning polar poles into paradise pads. Pollen fossils scream it. The Canadian Arctic archipelago and Greenland's coasts, lush with birch groves, wild berries bursting like fireworks, and temps 2 to 4 degrees Celsius warmer than today's chill. Out of 140 Western Arctic sites, 120 show clear evidence of balmier bliss. Forests where tundra now sulks, seas ice-free for megafauna joyrides. If Egypt etched Atlantis into eternity and Sumer sketched star cities on clay, why wouldn't the Greeks glitch-save Hyperborea as a hazy holodeck of our golden hour? It's not exaggeration. It's evolutionary echo. And these weren't flint-napping furballs. We're unleashing radiant titans who coded consciousness like it was child's play, telepathic town halls, anti-grav gardens, and soul tech that synced humans to the hum of the universe. Survival. They thrived, in harmony so pure, it makes modern eco-warriors look like amateurs. Hyperborea wasn't some vague vapor. It was GPSed as a Sicily-sized island continent, plunked in the far north where Thrace's edge met the abyss. Diodorus Siculus, the ancient aggregator, spilled the tea in his Bibliotheca Historica. Fertile fields fat with golden wheat, rivers rimmed with amber veins, and temples so colossal they scraped the aurora. But good luck crashing the gate. Nietzsche's poetic shade. Neither by sea nor land shall you find the Hyperboreans. Wasn't just vibe poetry. It mirrored the meat grinder reality. Sailors slammed into storm walls that birthed tempests from thin air. Overlanders? Impassable peaks, like nature's own Berlin Wall, laced with avalanches that buried dreams in white. Yet, whispers leaked. Pilgrims, holy hustlers on swanback or maiden-led caravans, slipped through with sacred swag for Apollo's Arctic A-lister club. Why the lockdown? Because this wasn't a tourist trap. It was a threshold, Earth's crown chakra, where mortal met myth, and only the pure of heart punched the ticket. Greeks geeked out. To them, the midnight sun, real AF above the circle, wasn't astronomy. It was alchemy, proof of a people perched on heaven's doorstep, sipping nectar while the world below scrapped for scraps. Now, the headliners, the Hyperboreans, not your average ice fishers. These were apex ancestors, a theocracy flexing under the Boreads, those gigantic kings sired by Boreas himself. 3 priest kings, Apollo's anointed, towering like demigod with frames forged for eternity. Herodotus hyped them as a radiant race, basking in Boreas-free bliss, with a wind whispered wisdom instead of whips. Pinder? He went full stand, deathless, he declared, untouched by toil or tears, lives unspooling like golden thread, centuries long, filled with lyre-lace hymns and harvest highs. Tall? We're talking 7-footers, fair as fresh-fallen snow, luminous with that inner aurora glow, vitality so electric, it lit rooms without torches. Disease? A punchline. War? As obsolete as dial-up. Lies? Laughable in a telepathic tribe where thoughts tango transparent. Deceit dissolving like mist at dawn. Quantum sync? Brainwave broadcasts? Modern labs are just sniffing the trail. Proving minds can meld across miles, emotions entwine like lovers' limbs. Lifespans? Millennium marathons, easy anti-aging alchemy blending crystal vibes, cosmic diets, and mind-over-matter mastery, that'd make Silicon Valley shamans weep. But it wasn't solo swagger. These Boreads brood ruled a realm where harmony hummed baseline. Festivals fused with feuds elsewhere? Nah. They radiated peace like a force field, influencing neighbors with zero conquest. Scarcity? Solved via piezo-powered plenty. Ego checks via astral audits. They weren't happy northerners. They were humanity pre-hack, uncorrupted code from the cosmic compiler. And death? Not a dirge, but a deliberate dance. Souls slipping silkily to star realms, celebrated with symphonies, not sobs. What if our golden years are just glitchy echoes of their eternal now, under that relentless radiance? The midnight sun's 24/7 tango. Hyperboreans didn't clock watch. They cosmos danced. Calendars? Celestial symphonies. Festivals unfurling months long to mirror solstice swells. Sun not idle, but intimate. Partner in longevity. Light bathing cells to stall senescence. Peace? Primal protocol. Technics need. Trance's tame temper, radiating ripples that pacified packs from Persia to Pictland. Apollo's off-season? Masterclasses in mending. Prophecy protocols, healing hymns, lifespan secrets, pristine air plus polar piezo plus pure psyche equals perpetual prime. Death? Chosen ascension, symphonic send-offs to higher harmonics. Utopian? Or original OS? Forgotten firmware for flawless flow? Hyperborea wasn't low-tech lore. It was ley-line lightning. Cities? Quartz cathedrals, spire-stabbing skies, piezo piece to squeeze Earth's magnetic marrow into free-flow power. No flint fires. Vibrational volts lit labyrinths. Healed harmonics tuned flesh like fiddles. Sound baths for surgery. Crystal combs for comas. Adverse effects. Alien concept. Today's Arctic? A glitchy ghost. Satellite scan snag magnetic mayhem. Compasses cartwheeling. Fields flaring 10x normal. Aurora's auto-sparking sand solar shove. Pole drift? Sure. But fringe firebrands finger fossilized frequencies. Buried Borate batteries. Stabilizing climate till the snap. Machines of the north. Hypothetical humdingers. Grid tied to geomagnetic gold mines. Now leaking as anomalies. Atlantis redix. Both tapped earth fire via crystals. Ley-locked to lock in Utopia. Twin terminals of a planetary power plant. Flood one. Freeze the other. Same surge, different short. Deeper dive, psi powers primed. Telepathy, daily dialect, deceit-proof. Astral scouts, soul surfers charting stars, sketching Antarctica's under-ice outline on Pyre Reese parchments. Pre-penguin precision, no boats required. Psychokinesis, peak performance. Megaliths levitated by laser focus. Wounds willed whole. Outrageous? Labs log micromoves. Ancients? Macro mastery. Temples as tuning forks? Bent reality like butter. No sloppy sprawls. Hyperborean hoods were sacred schematics. Temples triangulated a torus. Ley lines laced like lightning. Spherical sanctums, crystal carved, conducted cosmic current. Glow globes guiding geomancers. Function? Homes plus horoscopes. Streets as sundials, plazas as pulsar predictors. Echoes? Giza's Orion overlay, Teotihuacan's Milky Way mimic. Gobekli's 12K BC pillars pulsing polar points. Baalbek's behemoths? Machu Picchu's quake quellers? Blueprints bootlegged by Borate exiles. Gateways? Geomagnetic hotspots. Delphi's dream fissures, mesomounds on magnetic mains, Tibetan trails at ley crosses. Portals punch through veils where mind met multiverse. Gods didn't just dig the Hyperboreans. They ditched Olympus for them. Apollo, the golden boy of light, lyre and foresight, bolted south every winter for a 19-year cycle spa sesh in Hyperborea, his true cradle. Why? Rejuvenation rituals. Feasts under flower-garlanded groves, prophecies polished like platinum, power pulled from polar purity. No groveling altars here. Hyperboreans vibed as equals, dispatching swan-born offerings, sacred arrows, veils of virgin gold. Straight to Delphi, Greece's prophecy HQ. When Apollo ghosted from north, Delphi's flame flickered low. Oracles went offline. Kings consulted crickets. Spring return? Boom! Visions bloomed, wars wised up. Herodotus spilled. Dodona's ancient oak oracle? Straight Hyperborean import. Whispering winds from the wild north. Why favor these frost-fringed folk over Hellenic hotshots? Because Hyperborea wasn't fan club. It was faculty, the hidden syllabus scripting Greece's soul. Phaeton myth? That sun chariot crashlander? He buzzed Hyperborea too, scorching secrets into amber lore. Gods as guests? Nah. Students in session. Hyperborea doesn't solo the spotlight. It's a thread stitching Indo-European tapestries. Vedic sages sang of a Thrakuru, a northern nirvana of enlightened elites, long-lived lore-keepers mirroring the Boreas' blueprint. Norse skalds? Asgard's Aesir, shining sky gods in ice-rimmed halls, wielding wisdom weapons that scream Hyperborean hand-me-downs. Persian poets? Ariana of Veja, the Aryan dawnland, frozen paradise pulsing with primordial power. Coincidence? Or cultural cargo from migrant minds? Modern mystics mash it further. Theosophists tag Hyperborea as Lemuria's sweaty sequel, birthing races that radiated across realms. Atlantis twin? Plato's floodfall and crystal kings echo Diodorus' quartz queens. Same gridlock glow, same cataclysm cull, just wet versus white. One global guild, teachers touring poles, seeding sacred sites from Giza to Göbekli. The odds? Alarming alignment. Greece? Grateful graft. Annual Hyperborean halls to Delphi. Veils veiling visions. Arrows arming augurs. Without northern nectar, Hellenic heart skip beats. Paradise plot twist. Eternal thaw to instant tomb. Holocene's hot fade, around 5,500 BP. Flip to freeze frame frenzy. Poles pirouetting in crustal chaos. Siberia's snap-frozen mammoths. Buttercups and bellies mid-munch. Hyperborea's horror show. Cities crusted overnight in oxygen-odd ice. Deluge double tap. Plato's Atlantis aquapocalypse mirrors North's wide-out wipe. Comets. Solar spits. Ragnarok's firefrost frenzy. All align. Magnetic monarchs magnetized from meltdown. Tech 2 terrestrial to thwart stellar spite. God's grudge or galactic groove. You decode. Poof gone? Nah. Scattered stardust. Luminous legions legged south, smuggling solstice smarts. Sumer star scrolls, Egypt's enigma engines, Indus irrigation ingenue. Eurasia's agro-awakening, astro anomalies, their sly syllabus drop. Hyperborea, not extinct, embedded, our upgrade awaiting unlock. Brain fried? Fire off theories. Pole prank or Pantheon payback. Like if you're hooked on the heat, sub for the sequel surge. Share with your Shadow Self squad. The Arctic's anomalies are awakening. And so are you. Secret origins. Thawing truths one epic at a time. Stay sparked. Stay sparked. Thank you for joining this icy odyssey. Your curiosity keeps the ancient flames alive. If this thawed your mind, drop a like, smash subscribe, and comment your wildest Hyperborea hunts below. Until the next secret unfurls. Keep seeking the light beyond the wind.